I will answer them after the show. Okay, so please don't feel like I'm ignoring you during the show. I will try and answer as many questions as I can while we're cooking show. Emoji J is my admin. Admin J, thank you so much for doing this for me. He's also recording the show and will distribute it on YouTube, so you will always have access to my show and also to the recipes that I'm using if you missed it. Then also just quick before we actually start, the apron that I'm using for the show is in honor of a friend of ours. Her name is Miss Drea. She's a local. She's also a streamer on here. She is fighting breast cancer at the moment. Please keep her in your prayers. These aprons are available on my merch store, which is in my Instagram. My Instagram is on my profile. More than welcome to add me, and then go look in the bio of my Instagram. You'll find the link to the store, and there you will get some of my merchandise, including the apron that we are honoring Ms. Raya for. Right. For those who just joined, welcome to the Global Grub Show. If you can, please send all blasts during the show. I would really appreciate that. Favorite everybody in here. Also, make sure that we keep this stream clean. It is a recorded stream, please, guys. And let's have fun. Let's have some fun, shall we? Sally Lily, I appreciate you doing that. That helps a lot for posting that in the comments. I appreciate it very, 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 very much. Thank you very much. All right. So tonight's show is going to be a South African shepherd's pie. So I know here in America, they use, they either use a pastry. In South Africa, we use potatoes. And we also layer them. Here they use potatoes as well. They put a bottom, and then they'll put the hamburger mix in or chicken or whatever, and then they'll put potato on top. With us, the authentic way in South Africa is you're putting potato on each layer, which makes it even more delicious. And then also the rest, the trick is the hamburger. The hamburger. Welcome, guys. Welcome. If you just joined, I appreciate you guys being here. The carbs. But it depends on what you use, though. You can use low carbs. I mean, you don't really have to use all that potato. So let's run through the menu quick. You're going to use hamburger. You can use any vegetables you want, guys. You are not limited to what vegetables you're going to use for this. In this case, I'm going to use some peas, sweet peas. I'm going to use some sweet corn. And then I'm also going to use potatoes, cubes. Unfortunately, or fortunately for me, I love potatoes. Okay, I love potatoes. Potatoes are my to-go. A quick funny story, to tell you how much I love potatoes. In South Africa, me and my granddad, we made some. I don't know if you guys know what's called jacket potatoes. Jacket potatoes is literally a big potato that you wrap in a plastic wrap, and then you put them in the microwave and you literally heat them up. And once they heat it up, you take the plastic off, and then you cut the potato open and you put some butter. And in South Africa, we used aromat. Aromat is a typical salty spice, but it's got a different flavor. And me and my granddad used to have a competition of who could eat the most. Well, he stopped at 3 and I stopped at 7. So who won that contest? So you can have a lot of fun with it, right? I love potatoes. So guys, if you just joined, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Danie Dolphin Global Grub Show. I am really honored everybody is here. Tonight's show is going to be, like you commonly known as a shepherd's pie. In South Africa, we call it a mince pie. Hamburger in South Africa is mince, M-I-N-C-E. That's how we commonly know it. So for this, you're going to use hamburger, which I'm already starting to fry up here, and we can switch to that right now. So I'm gonna fry up some hamburger. Just get it nice and brown. Once I'm done with that, you just keep on dabbing that. Break it up so it's a nice small pieces. And then once it's nice and brown, I will add my secret spice recipe for this. And I do my own thing, guys, with this. There's not a specific spice recipe depending on how you eat your food. If you eat it spicy, you can make it spicy. Me, I don't like to eat spicy food. Just because of my acid reflux, so I cannot really do any spicy food, but I can still make it nice and tasty to where, oh crap, that didn't work so well. I went too rough on that piece. All right, so we're gonna let that simmer for a little bit, and then I'm going to put, while that's simmering, I'm going to put some chopped garlic into it. And I like garlic. You can use as much as you want. I use quite a bit because I love garlic. And then you just keep breaking it up like that so it's nice and small. And then it's nice and brown. You can, if you like mushrooms, guys. I did not get mushrooms this time, but I love mushrooms. But you can add mushrooms in here too. You can literally add anything into this, however you want it. All right, that's gonna brown up. And then we're going to do the secret recipe a little bit. And the recipe is going to be as follows. Now, my speciality in, while that's cooking, my speciality in my gravy, I use in most of my food, I use apricot jelly. And we've used it a little bit before, right? I love using apricot jelly in my food. Doesn't matter what food. It sweetens it up a little bit, yes. But I like the flavor of it. It gives the food a, I don't know, it's got a mwah to it, you know? Okay. And then I'm going to use some of my favorite spice, which is my original from Kingsford spices. It's an all-purpose spice. You can use it in anything you want, guys. And I'm gonna put some in there. I'd say about a teaspoon and a half of that in there. While we're doing that, guys, welcome to the Dolphin Danie Grub Show, Global Grub Show, where we learn South African dishes and how it's made. I've added some Worcestershire to it. I'd say about 10 milliliters of Worcestershire sauce. This is the show where we learn some authentic ways of cooking South African food. I appreciate everybody being here. You can find the recipes and the actual show on YouTube. We are busy setting up one for me where you can always, and I'll share the link with you guys where you can always access it. Please make sure you guys favorite everybody in the stream and pay them a visit, guys. Everybody is unique on here. Let's have positive vibes and make a bigger family, right? The apron again that I'm wearing is in honor of a fellow streamer on here, fighting breast cancer. And I'm not getting any funds out of it. This is just in order to honor her. If you guys don't know who Miss Drea is, please make sure you guys look her up, favorite her. And if she does go live again after her treatments, make sure to pay her a visit, please. You can find these aprons in my Instagram. If you click on my bio, you'll find my Instagram at the bottom. You can add me. If you added me on Instagram, in my bio is the website in my bio where you can go to get these. And you can also get some of the merchandise that's on there. I'm also going to add some Parmesan cheese to this mixture. About 1 tablespoon of that. I'm going to add a little bit of lemon juice to it. Say about 5 milliliters of lemon juice. And then I'm going to add some barbecue sauce, sweet barbecue sauce. The one that I use is from Kraft, well-known brand here in America. It's a sweet honey barbecue sauce. And I'm going to add like maybe about a 1/3 cup of barbecue sauce. And then we're going to stir this up a little bit. Just like that. Just stir it up so it's nicely mixed. And I'm going to add a 1/3 cup of water. A 1/3 cup of water. And then we'll just mix it all nicely together. That way you have a nice, succulent, oh my gosh, it smells good. All right, we're going to put that aside. Now, the hamburger is nicely cooked. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some peas with it. You don't want too much, guys. You just want a film of peas. I'm going to use some sweet corn. And you can use fresh or frozen. Some potato. And then make sure it's nicely stirred. You're making a mess. I'm good. Nicely browned. And then we are adding our mixture, right? Ooh, yummy. Yummy, 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 yum, yum, yum. Love it. All right, while that's cooking, I'm going to prep the bowl. You need a pan or a bowl like this. It's a glass triangular pan that you can use in the oven, guys. I have already cooked some potato and mashed it. And I'm going to I'm going to put a very thin layer at the bottom. You don't want it too thick, guys. Make sure you put some olive oil or some butter at the bottom of your pan. That way it does not stick or burn to it. And then you're gonna just dab on it the whole time to get it nice and flat and cover the whole base. This thing is being funny with me right now. Really funny. All right, let's do this. There we go. That's a lot better, right? Put a nice layer down at the bottom. Make sure you got the whole bottom covered, guys. Otherwise, it is not going to work. You don't want any of that stuff leaking out on the sides or underneath, because then it ruins it. Right? While I'm doing this, for those who just joined, welcome to Dolphin Danie's Global Grub Show, where we teach you how to make some authentic South African dishes. The dish that we are making tonight is called like you guys are commonly known as a shepherd's pie. There's a little bit of a twist to the South African method, which I will show you guys here in a minute. I'm using mashed potatoes, fresh mashed potatoes that I prepped beforehand, before the show. You can use any kind of potatoes, guys, as long as they are mashed. All right, I think we got this covered. Nicely covered, nicely covered. There we go. Oh, you're really going to be a hardball with me tonight, aren't you? All right, we got this. So, recipes can be found on YouTube. We are busy registering a YouTube for me, where I will post all my shows and recipes, and people can ask questions on there. If you don't want to ask questions on there, you're more than welcome to come on my stream and ask me questions on here. I stream every night. During the week, I stream from about 9 p.m. Eastern to about midnight, depending on what time I get done with work. So I'm live every night. You guys are more than welcome to always come in here and ask me questions about the shows or get info about the shows. See how nicely this is cooking? Oofta. Oh, mamma mia. Mamma mia. I've already heated up preheat the stove. The stove is at 370 Fahrenheit. This thing is not going to cook very long because most of the food is already cooked, right? You literally just want to brown the potato crust. So I'm going to run through the recipe quickly, guys. Again, welcome to the Danie Dolphin Grub Show, where we learn some South African foods. Tonight's dish is like the shepherd's pie, as you commonly know in here. We just have a little bit of a different twist to it. And I'll show you how easy it is to make. It's not really that hard to make. The apron quick, guys, is in honor of Miss Drea. She's a local streamer on here. She's literally fighting cancer at the moment. Please keep her in your prayers. I appreciate you guys very much and honored to do that. The aprons are available on my Instagram webpage in the bio. You can get these things over there. Also, some Dolphin merchandise. Please feel free to visit the site and go look on there. You will not be sorry. Emoji J, He's in here. He's recording the show. Thank you very much to Emoji J. I appreciate you very much. He's also my admin for the show. Without him, I could not do this. I really could not do this. So I'm really honored to have Emoji J as my admin. Yes, please, guys, make sure you favorite him. Favorite everybody in the stream. Some people are streamers, some are not. I'm also going to add some potato on the side, guys, while that's cooking. That way we make sure.
For something sweet.
Ooh, you can just dab it like that with the fork. You don't have to go really crazy about it. That way you make damn sure you lock in all the stuff. I appreciate the gifts, and I air dried it with just fans. I did not use anything else to dry the jerky without, and I did show some people during the week what I did. And I can actually show you guys what the final product looked like. And I am going to send some of these out to some people. I've already called some names, made a list of who I'm going to send it out to. But this is what they came up with. So I literally cut them up in small pieces, but this was the outcome of the jerky. This was the outcome of the jerky that we made. And they are delicious. So there's 10 people I think I've selected that is going to get a bag of this. And you guys are going to come back in 2 weeks once you've gotten it, and you're going to tell me whether you liked it or not, right? So 10 people is going to be my guinea pigs. Okay. I think we are ready to start the process. Here we go. I will reveal them in my stream after the show. So I'm going to turn this off, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to put a thin layer of the hamburger mixture in this. Obviously, guys, the deeper your dish, the more you're going to use, right? Make sure you got everything, all the corners covered. You got the whole base covered, just like that. And now I'm going to apply another layer of potato. And I'm going to squash it down. Man, don't be like that. Work with me. Work with me. If you do not get it covered all the way, guys, it's not going to be a train smash, but you just want to get that full. It's very thin. You don't want it too thick, though. Very thin layer of the potato in there. Like that. And here comes the surprise. With me, there's always a surprise. This is the authentic way of, we're gonna add some cheese to it. Not very many, just a little bit. And I'm using Colby cheese, Colby Jack cheese. It's my favorite. If you guys want to use a different cheese, you're more than welcome. And then we're going to put another layer of hamburger on top here. And my dish is going to be just good. All right. Again, make sure you got all the corners covered, guys. You do not want this thing to you want to miss out on some spots in here. What do you guys think? Looks yummy, huh? Looks good. All right. And now we are going to use the rest of the potatoes. And this time you want to make sure you cover it completely, okay? If you go a little bit higher than what your dish is, it does not matter. Make sure that you seal the top. Nice and sealed. Guys, if you just joined, welcome to Danie, Dolphin, Global Grub Show, where we do some South African dishes, some authentic dishes. You can substitute some of the ingredients if you feel like it, if you don't like the original way. You guys, I know, understand you have your own taste of things. It's not necessary to say that you're going to like what I'm doing, but you ain't not going to know if you don't try it, right? Show is every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We are looking at featuring it. I'm hoping that we will be able to officially host it by next Sunday. Now, before I put another layer of cheese on there, I'm going to whisk up an egg. One egg that I'm whisking up. Obviously, the bigger your dish, you'll add one more for that. So I'm whisking that up. And then I'm going to pour it over here and go all over the whole top. Go over the whole top. Make sure you seal the corners nice and good, guys. There, we got it. Nicely sealed up. And then we're going to sprinkle some more cheese on it. You don't want too much, guys. You really don't want too much cheese. That looks good to me. I'm happy with that. And then we're going to stick it in the oven. And it's time to cook. To glue it together. That's why that's where the twists come in, right? From the original shepherd's pie here in America. Like I said, this one's got a little twist to it where we put layers of potato in between and then also cheese. And then we bake it again in the oven. Sorry guys, it's hot in here. For those who just joined, welcome to Dolphin Danie Global Grub Show. This show features every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you want, mark it down on your calendars because you do not want to miss it. Emoji J is my admin in here. Thanks to Emoji J. I have Silly Lily that was literally been throughout the show has been saying welcome to everybody and welcome. I appreciate that very much, Lily. Thank you so much for doing that. Guys, if you have any questions about the show or you want to know how I did some things or you forgot something, it will be on YouTube. We are busy working on my own YouTube show where I will post these shows on there with the recipes. If you have any questions, you can always come and ask me either on Instagram, which my Instagram is in my bio. You can always add me. The link is in my bio. In the link too, if you add me on Instagram, in my bio is the link for my merchandise and then also where you can find these aprons. These aprons are also dedicated to Miss Drea, which is currently fighting cancer. She's fighting cancer for the second time around. Please make sure that you guys look her up, favorite her, and keep her in your prayers. I know for a fact that she can beat it again. She's done it before, she can do it again. And that's why in honor of her, we are wearing these aprons during the show, and we will keep on wearing it, right? I really appreciate everybody in here giving comments. Make sure you guys favorite each other. Go visit people's streams. You know, just don't go in there and just say hi and not say anything. Spend some time with people. Get to know people because you never know what you're going to learn from them. You know, everybody's got different experiences. Everybody's got different views. And it's nice to spread the positive vibes. Right? Right, Jose? I see you. But yeah, the shepherd's pie has been a pie that's been made in South Africa since 1973. Was the first what we call a mince pie. Mince is hamburger, so that's the translation for the two, or how we see it. It's spelled M-I-N-C-E, and I know it's got a different meaning here in America, but in South Africa, it is called mince. Anytime you talk about hamburger in South Africa, it's mince. Mince pie, yes, that's what it's called. Authentic South African mince pie. Spanky, I thank you for that. People who have just joined, Please welcome to the Danie Dolphin Global Grub Show, where we do South African dishes. I'm going to run through the menu quick for what we did tonight. While this is baking, we used hamburger or mince, as we call it in South Africa. I put in some peas, I put in some corn, sweet corn, and I also put in diced potatoes. And then in my other dish, I made mashed potatoes from scratch, and I had that already made before the show started in order to save some time. And then I put a baking pan or a baking glass pan that I'm used. I layered the bottom out with the potato, made sure the whole base was covered. And you want to put some oil, olive oil or some butter in your whole base pan, right? And along the sides so it doesn't burn to it. Then once I had that laid out and the hamburger concoction was cooked, I literally layered the hamburger, a layer of potato with cheese, and then another layer of hamburger, and then the topping with potato. And then I added an egg, one beaten up egg that I added on top in order to give you that little bit of a crisp at the top when it's done, right? The spices, you can use any spices. If you like chili food, you can use any chili spice you want. You can even mix it into your hamburger mix. Me, in this case, I used apricot jello, which I really love in all my food. I love cooking with this. This is if you haven't tried it yet, please, please, please try it. It's really divine. With hamburger, pork chops, you can even do it with chicken too. Don't be afraid to use it. Ham, you can even use it with ham. Then I use all-purpose spice from Kingsford. I like that spice. It's got a good flavor to it. And then I use garlic, chopped up garlic. The cheese that I used was Colby Jack from Kraft. Kraft is a well-known brand here in America. They're also in South Africa as well. Colby Jack I use it's my most favorite cheese. That and provolone. I love provolone, guys. If you want to really get to my heart, then give me provolone cheese, okay? I love provolone cheese. And then once you have that all packed into that pan, then you stick it in the oven at 370 Fahrenheit, and you let it cook. You don't have to cook it for too long because most of the stuff is already cooked, right? You just want it a little bit baked. So once that's done, I cook it for about 10 minutes in there, and then I'm going to switch the oven to broil, where only the top element is heated up. You guys know what I mean? You know what I mean by broil? Okay. The top element and I'm going to literally bake it on top. And that's where the all right. So, can I have any questions while we have a little bit of time? We still got 19 minutes. Any questions regarding tonight's dish? Any questions regarding 370 Fahrenheit is the oven set on. 370 Fahrenheit. You're going to literally cook it for about 10 minutes, and then you're going to turn it to broil. But you got to watch it when you put it to broil because you don't want to burn it, right? Because it's already hot. So you don't want to burn the top. I appreciate the favorites, guys. If you are new to the stream, welcome. Yes, Crispy Top. Welcome to Dolphin Danie's Grub Show. This is where we learn how to make some authentic South African food. You can substitute some of the ingredients that we use during these shows to your liking if you don't like it the way I made it. Not everybody is gonna have the same taste, right? But you ain't gonna know if you ain't trying it, right? You ain't gonna know if you ain't trying it. So make sure that if you're not certain about the substitution, you are more than welcome to come and ask me, because I can tell you if it's going to spoil the flavor or not. Who's ready to purchase Danie cookbook? Hold on, Danie. Don't race it so fast, okay? Hello? Don't race it too fast. All right? Um, I'm merely just showing you guys what we do. We had a lot of questions in the past about South African food, and we thought it was a good idea to start the show, and I think we're doing a good job. It's been a success so far. The app likes it. People in my stream likes it. They always ask me, this is the question they ask me, Danie, what are we cooking? What are we cooking, Danie? I'll buy a copy on Amazon. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. And my common answers to them, take a day off and find out. You're not going to know if you're not going to be here, right? So I like to keep people in suspense. Please do not cook during the show. Do not cook during the show unless it's really necessary, please. Anyway, so again, if you are interested in watching some of the shows or you want some recipes, go on the YouTube. I'll give you the address once we have it established. We should have it by early next week, I believe, Jay, where we have it all set up, and then I'll give you guys the link. I'll put it in my Instagram. That way it's easy to just click on it and you can go in there, right? Because we'll post the shows on there and the recipes. And if you have questions, you can always just come and ask me, okay? You're good. It's me. You're good. I know why, but it's good. If there's any more questions while we're waiting for this, we're almost ready to, ooh, it looks good. The cheese is already melting on top. Hello? I like how we always use the terminology, they talk in politics in the oven. When the food is mixed together, they have their own little politics, right? And they debating and they have the arguments, and yeah, I love it. We always talk about they have their own politics, and even though I don't like politics, I cannot stand politics. Anyway, so again, I'm gonna run through the recipe quick. We had some hamburger, we had some corn, we had some peas that we mixed together with some chopped garlic, potatoes that's been chopped up. I cooked that first with a special ingredient or a special gravy, which consists out of apricot jelly, some all-purpose spices, a little bit of water, Worcestershire sauce, and I mix it all together and I mix it into the hamburger and let it cook for about 10 minutes. And then I laid my dish out with some mashed potatoes that I cooked beforehand. And I laid the whole bottom and the sides out with mashed potatoes. And then I put my layer of hamburger in there, a layer of potato with cheese, and then another layer of hamburger or mince, as we call it. And then I put another topping on top with an egg that's been beaten, 1 egg. Obviously, the bigger your dish, the more eggs are you're going to use, right? And then I put some more cheese on top. And then we stuck it in the oven at 370 Fahrenheit for about 10 minutes. And then we'll turn it to broil and broil it for about 5 minutes. You don't want to over broil it because then it's going to burn it. And I'm going to have a peek in here quick. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to do this. I'm going to show you guys here quick. Hold on. Look at this. You see that? Doesn't it look delicious? Oh, yeah. I love it. I just love it. I love it. Right? All right. Any more questions? Guys? I'm also open to some suggestions, guys. I had somebody ask me about some vegetarian dishes. If we actually do vegetarian dishes, you got to remember, it was not a huge thing in South Africa. South Africa is mostly all meat eaters, right? We all love our meat, especially when it comes to lamb chops. Lamb chops is a very common thing in South Africa. Steak. Steak, we're talking about big Texan steak, as they call it. It's a big piece of rump steak that they put some Texas spices on it. He can do spicy. I can do spicy if you want. You can use any spices you want. I'm just giving you what I'm using. If you like spicy food, you can add whatever spicy food you want. When it comes to curry, and I'm going to emphasize this, when it comes to curry, you do not want to overuse curry, because you can ruin that dish if you overuse curry. Just so you know. Rather just add a little bit and keep on adding as you need it. You do not want to overuse curry. I have somebody in my stream, I'm not going to mention names, that did overuse curry, and she said it was not very good. So be very careful with curry. Curry is not you don't want to ruin your food by using too much curry, okay? Just saying. For those who just joined, welcome to Dolphin Danie Global Grub Show, where we do South African dishes. Guys, you can find the recipe and the video of the shows. You can find it on YouTube, starting as of probably the end of next week, when we create our own YouTube video where we can post our stuff on it and everything related to the show. If you do not have me on Instagram yet, please add me on Instagram. It's in my bio. Click on my bio right at the bottom. Just click on the tab and it will take you right through my page, and you can select follow, and I'll follow you back after the show if I see there's people following me. In the Instagram bio, there is a link where you can go to my merchandise store, where you will also find these aprons. These aprons are dedicated to Ms. Drea in honor of cancer. We also have the ribbon at the bottom in order to represent cancer. My mom passed away of cancer, and I will always wear this in honor her too. My mom passed away just over 4 years ago. So it's not just for Ms. Drea, but for everybody who has suffered and who has survived cancer. So please feel free to go on the store. And if you want one, there's other merchandise too. There's other cancer merchandise on there too, in order to honor cancer and represent cancer. I'm not making anything off my merchandise. The people who's designing it, they ask what they ask, and I don't get anything out of it. To me, it's about honoring. Okay, that's why I don't get anything out of it. It makes me happy to see some people wearing it. There are people having it, and they absolutely love the material. It's a really good material. Okay. Emoji J, thank you very much again for recording my show, being my admin on the show. KB just added the Instagram profile in my chat. If you guys want to copy that, you can do that. It's easy just to go on the bottom of my profile and add it. Sally Lily, that's been putting out the blast for welcoming everybody and let everybody know what the show is all about. It is all about respect and having fun, right? And please, guys, favorite each other. Sally Lily, I appreciate you very much. Bless your heart for doing that. And all right, let's get back to the dish. We're going to change this to broil. So I'm going to end it, broil. And we're going to do it for about 5 minutes. And we're going to start. And then we'll see what the end result is, right? All right, so we got it on broil. It's literally started. And we'll keep an eye on it. We will keep an eye on it. So I wasn't wrong. A bowl of lettuce. Wait, bowl of lettuce. That's our dinner? Oh, okay. I see. Have fun, D. Have fun with that. Any questions, guys? Any questions? You can have this pie just on its own as we cooked it. You can add some You can use some ketchup, like what we do in South Africa. We use some ketchup on top of that. So you're more than welcome to use that. You can use a spicy sauce like what's the common spicy sauce that you guys use here? I don't use it, so I'm not sure. I can't remember what the name is. Frank's hot sauce, Tabasco. You can use some Tabasco. You can use some sriracha. You can use whatever you want. If you don't want to do it spicy in your dish already, you can add some sauces afterwards in order to do that. Any hot sauce is good, exactly. Me, I don't do it. I don't like hot sauce. All right, we got that broiling. It should be done before the show is done. I have a few extra minutes, so I'm good. Frank's is as spicy as I can go. Nothing wrong with that. Spicy stuff don't agree with me. Yeah, same with me either. With my acid reflex, I cannot. There's a thing I always say in my stream, but because it's a recorded stream, I will not say it in here. Just saying. I have a question after the show. It's okay, D. I already know. You are so predictable by now. All right, guys. Can you guys remember all the ingredients we used tonight? Let's see who paid attention to my stream. What ingredients did we use for this? Let's start with the hamburger first. What did we use in the hamburger? Potatoes, yes. What's next? Garlic, yes. Corn, yes. Peas, sweet corn, yes. Okay. What did we use for the gravy or the sauce? What did I mix in? What did I mix all together that went in with the hamburger? Yes. Apricot jelly, barbecue sauce, sweet barbecue sauce. What else? What else? What cheese? Lemon juice. What seasoning did I use? Water, yes. Lily, I wasn't talking about the callback cheese yet. Hello? I'm talking about the gravy that I put in the hamburger. I used an all-purpose seasoning, Parmesan. Thank you, Sally. I used the original all-purpose seasoning for the meat. Let's go to the potatoes. What kind of potatoes did I use? I was listening. Did you? Do you think dried mangoes might be an alternative to apricot jelly? No. I'd rather use the jelly. You don't want that chunks in there because you want to create a gravy. So no, I won't use dried mangoes. If you can have it, if it's in a jelly form, yeah, sure, you can use it. I gotta watch this. Best damn gravy ever. It's a little bit different from what we used the last time. I know it wasn't what you're talking about. It's a little bit different from the last time. Okay, quick recap. Welcome to, for those who just joined, please welcome to Dolphin Danie Global Grub Show, where we learn some authentic dishes from South Africa. You can substitute some of the ingredients to your liking, but I'd like you to try the method that we do first, and you can tell me whether you like it or not. Some people has already looked into it. Tonight's dish was a authentic South African shepherd's pie, or what we call it, a mince pie, M-I-N-C-E, because hamburger in South Africa we call mince. We put some sweet corn in there, we put some peas in there, we put some potatoes in there, and then we added the gravy, which consists out of apricot jelly, garlic, all-purpose seasoning, some water, not too much, just a little bit. And then also some Worcestershire sauce. You guys forgot the Worcestershire sauce. Then we cooked that up, and then I had some mashed potatoes that I made beforehand from fresh. I don't like to use the ready-made mashed potatoes. They don't always taste good, so I use it from fresh. You peel yourself a bunch of potatoes, and you smash it after it's been cooked. We'll give it 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes quick. And then you literally lay your dish out with the potato, the mashed potatoes, a thin layer of that along the sides. And then when your hamburger is cooked, then you put a layer of hamburger in your tray. You put a layer of potatoes and then a little bit of cheese on top. And then you put another layer of hamburger. Depending on your dish, how deep your dish is, you can put as many layers as you want. As long as your top layer is covered the whole everywhere around the side and the top, then you're going to take 1 or 2 eggs, depending on how big your dish is. The dish that I'm using, I use 1 egg. I beat it up and I put it on top, and I put some shredded Colby cheese on top. And then I stick it in the oven at 370 Fahrenheit for about 10 minutes, because the dish is already cooked, right? But you just want to crispy it a little bit. And then once the 10 minutes is done, you go over and you broil it. You turn your oven to broil, and you literally just let it, like scrambled egg, but you literally beat it up. Oh my gosh, this looks so freaking yummy. Okay, let me get it out. You guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for this? I don't think you are. I only saw one person said ready. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Come on, guys. Be a little bit more. Oh, this looks so yummy. Make sure you turn your stove off. That way you don't burn. Please, guys, be responsible while you're cooking. That way you don't burn. You ready for this? You guys ready? Here we go. Look at that. Nice and, oh my gosh. My. Shall we have a bite? I always wipe my dishes out, guys, even though I did wash them. I don't know. I'm just a weirdo like that. An authentic South African cottage pie or a shepherd's pie or a mince pie, whatever you want to call it. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. Yummy, 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 yum, yummy, 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 yum, yum. Guys, get ready? Looks good? Looks good? Yum, yum. Oh, look at that. Look at that. And now, since I did that, I do want to show you guys. Oh, we're back. Look at the interior of the pie, guys. You see that? Look at the interior. Doesn't that look good? That's what you want. You wanted that interior dish. Again, for those who just joined, welcome to Danie, Dolphin, Global Grub Show. where we cook authentic dishes. I appreciate everybody coming. And before we leave, we are going to have a little bite. Mm. 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 Mwah. Magnifica. Oh my gosh, that's good. That's really good. Holy crap, that's good. I haven't made this in so many years, but this is good. I'm not gonna lie, this is good. I wish I could share this whole thing with you guys. I swear. I wish I could share it with you guys. Guys, this is the end of the show. Before we leave, just a quick reminder, the show is every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully by next week, we will have it officially featured. If that is the case, you do not want to miss it, because we are going to have, lucky for you, coming to be a guest on the first official show. She will be in here and help us cook. And then feel free to ask me questions after the show. Go on my Instagram, which is in my bio. Favorite everybody. And make sure you guys favorite emoji Jave, and thank him for the hard work he's put in to make the show also possible, for recording it, also being my admin. Silly Lily, China, that's constantly putting stuff in the comments to help people and help people out in some questions and helping. Why am I not answering comments? Because it is a feature show. It's not always visible to answer questions, or pay attention to comments and saying thank you for the gift. Whoever gifted during the show, thank you very much. Always appreciate it. With that, I'm gonna take one more bite and make you guys go yummy, yummy, yum, yum. Gobble, 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 gobble. As I am gobbling on this. Hello. You guys have an amazing night. I'll be back in 10 minutes, guys. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Do not forget to tune back in. Bon appetit. Hasta la vista. Kuna matata. Bye-bye.